We're live. Welcome to the Money GPS Live, where you get to ask the questions you wish to know from me. So thank you all for being here today. We are going to cover what would you invest in with $100 or less. This is a question I get all the time from people. What should I do? What should I do? And I think it's important to address what you have, number one. Two, what are your goals? What are your goals? That's important. That's key. Okay. So we'll talk about that today. I'm just setting up everything on my end over here. Got to get into my little control panel. Thank you all for coming in today. All right. Instagram, Cardano. All right. Instagram, TikTok. I got a filter on TikTok somehow. How the heck do I turn that off? I have no idea. No idea. How do you do that? Does anybody know how to use TikTok? Oh my God. TikTok, how are you? TikTok, I'm having filter trouble. Does anybody know on TikTok how to do this? Add guest? No, I don't. Some beauty effect. I got some beauty effect happening on my TikTok. Okay. All right. Today we are going to talk about TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. We're going to talk about how to invest, or what I would invest with $100 or less. This is a topic that comes up all the time, and I think personally people are making the wrong decisions with their money in many cases. But we'll talk about that today. Of course, if you have any questions, whatever that is, okay, you want to know about why the grass is green and the sky is blue, we can talk about that. All right. We can talk about the birds and the bees. You want to talk about the birds and the bees? We could do that. Okay. So how is everybody today? And actually, let me know where you're from, because this is the Saturday session. We have much more people. So I would want to know where you're from. Like, people from all over the world come in, and I'm excited to see that. I think I'm going to be changing the lives to only being maybe like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So let's get this in while we can. I think that unfortunately things have diminished on the channel, so we're going to try to make the best of it while we got it. I'm from the internet. That's good. It's good. Tasmania, really good stuff. I've had a few, actually. It's interesting, a few subscribers from Tasmania, Syracuse, Maritimes in Canada, Texas. Do lives every day. I mean, just not enough people are watching, but I appreciate everyone being here. That's the important point. I just want to give people the most value. I've received many comments from people saying, these lives are terrible, stop doing them, like in the comments after. And I just wondered why, if somebody's not interested, why are they clicking on it, right? So let's get everything set up on my end. Missouri, Bahamas, there we go. Don't forget, you better save me a coconut. Chicago, California. All right, just the troll, they're saying. Yeah, could be. Did the shirt come with the car? Yes, the shirt came with the car. See if YouTube can see that there. Yeah, real Ferrari, for sure. If I was a guru, if I was one of those gurus that sell you the 997 course that's garbage, it would be a Lamborghini. But this is a Ferrari. Thank you so much for covering the topic. Absolutely. Japan, awesome, great stuff. California, Toronto, Ontario, investor gold and gold miners. I wouldn't do that with $100. See, that's the difference, right? Look forward to it every day. Thank you. Thank you. For Pakistan, awesome. Brooklyn, I got your coconuts right here. Hey. Pakistan, excellent. All right, Wyoming's in the house. Everybody's up in here. I would get more supply in my prescription. Good stuff. Invest in gold. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Looking forward to this topic, Susan. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. And I wish I would have. So basically, I'm planning on doing a series of videos, maybe even as early as tonight. So it'll post tomorrow morning. To do a series of videos, what I would invest in with $100, $1,000, 10,000, 100,000. Okay. And of course, I need to sit down, I need to write it down, I need to really strategize what I want to say. Somebody saying they donated $100. Really? Is that possible? How does that work? Did you really donate $100? Thank you very much if you did. I don't know how to tell. I appreciate that. If you did really donate $100, email me at david@themoneygps so I could thank you personally. I honestly think that some people come for the incredibly data dense videos of your original format and don't want to hang around for the chat. Yeah, could be, right? Could be. That's what people are after. They're after the traditional, the Money GPS kind of news videos. I'm actually looking for somebody to create, if anybody does 3D renders, 3D video render kind of thing, I'm looking for somebody that can do that for me. It's something that I need. 3D, I don't know what you call that, 3D video render, maybe? Like to do a 3D, what I envision is, if anybody has ever seen CoffeeZilla, essentially like an investigative kind of background that looks 3D, and you've got the screens in the background and files and papers everywhere. And I envision making it kind of a better environment. Maybe I wear the detective hat and then make it more of a theme. And while that might be silly to some who have been watching me for 10 years, I think the new person coming in and seeing the theme of it all, not a guy wearing a silly Ferrari shirt, but an actual, like, where like the theme goes along with what we're doing, and that is digging deep into the financial system. So I want to make that known. I want to make that happen, so that when we do have new people coming in, that these people are saying, wow, this is something different. This is something special. It's not just a green screen in the back. There's something going on. He's got something going. Let me listen to him. Part of that is changing that first impression. So when people tune in for the first time, I want that first 30 seconds to really just shine. And so that's some of the changes that I need to make immediately, just because the views are just so low. And of course, you can't sustain a business like that. So I want to do my best in that case. If anybody knows any 3D rendering, let me see actually, because now that yeah, 3D visualizations, 3D viz, okay. Yes, CoffeeZilla, kind of like CoffeeZilla, less like the detective. You know, he's got the suspenders and everything, but more like something along those lines. Anyway, just for a visualization. Stock videos, no, for the back. Yeah, stock. I want something that's kind of a little bit personalized. I want it to be personalized so that I can have like images of like papers or screens in the back looking at like the Federal Reserve documents, having like all the different previous Fed chairs names like listed there, like as if I'm going through an investigative report on them, and I want that to really shine instead of it being a brick wall in this case, or like when you see the first thing you do when you turn on the Money GPS video. You know, if you're with me for 2 years, 10 years, whatever, you don't care. But it's those new people, and I really need to attract those new people right now because I'm hemorrhaging at this point. So I need to make some change. I got a guy. I'll email you. Thank you very much, David@themoneygps.com. I appreciate that. 100K in the bank. What should I do to make it 1 million? All right. So I'm going to be covering that. Let me highlight that. 100K in the bank right now. What should I do to make it 1 million? So I have to bear in mind, I have to watch what I say because, you know, you can't give financial advice, obviously. So stay tuned for that video. But I'm going to be covering in this maybe as early as tomorrow morning. It'll post what to do with 100, what to do with 1,000, what to do with 10,000 and 100,000, and so on. So there'll be a different video for each one. I'm going to put it in playlist. So growing some food, yes. 4 years, thank you. I'm late. Awesome. 100 to a Vesco with a bottle of scotch and 100 goes to food first, 100 bills next, silver card. Okay, so I have a different view of this, and I think that we're almost ready. Only 113 people in the house. Definitely, guys, hit that thumbs up button. You got to do that. TikTok, can you do that? Can you hit thumbs up? Can you like it? Hearts? What do we have on TikTok? I'm not even sure. Instagrams, another hot day in New York. Good stuff. I do Photoshop. Great stuff. I need 3D render. That's really what I need. 3D rendering. I kind of like I do my own thumbnails, and I do that only because it's just free. I can't afford. I would love to have somebody doing my thumbnails I could pay. Somebody doing the videos I could pay. Somebody doing like each one and pay each one of these people and create jobs. Like I would love that. That's what I want to do. I just can't afford it in this business. This is a good idea. Yes, it is. Saturday night, pizza and the money GPS. What could be better? The thumbnail this morning. Yes, yes, yes. You know, I think it was a worse performing video today than even yesterday, which was shocking to me. It was so poorly performing. I already got an email. Thank you for that. 3D specialist. I'll read that later. Thank you. All right. Good stuff. You're doing good. From Portugal. Awesome. Lives in Portugal from Pakistan. Okay, got you. Waiting for the series. Good. But we're going to talk about some of it tonight. Okay? We're going to talk about some of that tonight. I just want to make sure everybody's in so I don't have to repeat myself. Iowa's in here. Try Fiverr. I'm pretty good at paint. Yeah. Your thumbnails are fine. Thumbnails are awesome. Not liking TikTok. Yeah, I don't like TikTok either, but you know what? Isn't this crazy? My views are better on TikTok than they are on YouTube. Like, how crazy is that? I post 3 videos a day on TikTok. Very simple stuff. Very simple. I get more views on TikTok than I do on YouTube. And that to me is sad because I put oh, thank you for following on TikTok. I have 19,000 followers on TikTok. I grow my channel on TikTok so much faster. I get more views, I get more follows and everything. And it's just so sad because I spend like maybe 20, 30 minutes a day for TikTok, which is also Instagram, Facebook, and so on. I post it in many places. But like I spend hours and hours on my YouTube. It's sad. Real sad. Honestly, I think your biggest problem is that a few people care about financial education. I appreciate your honesty. And you know what? I think you're right. I really think you're right. Now, things have changed. There's algorithmic problems and just there are problems that I've been facing that others are not facing because you see others kind of in the same space as me that have grown, like in the last, let's say, year. For sure. In my opinion, their channels are not very good. That's my opinion. At educating people. Like what I want is the most amount of information in the shortest period of time. I peek in at other people just to kind of see what they're talking about. And they're like 2 or 3, 4 days after the Money GPS talks about it. I'm not saying I'm the first, I'm the fastest, whatever, but I just see the people that are doing these videos about a topic, and maybe because they're recording it, 3 days prior by the time it actually gets posted or whatever, but I'm giving you this stuff fast, fast, and maybe it's not the most super detailed or whatever, but you're getting that information every single day. Anyway, that's a rant. You need to get an insider at YouTube to bump you up in the views. Yeah, I wish. I would do anything for that. YouTube scam that it's pay to play makes you wonder who pays the influencers. Yeah, I wonder. I'm sure some do. All right. Awesome. You got some of your merch to help support your channel. Not sure your cut, but good quality stuff. Coffee mugs and hoodies. Awesome. Show me the money. You got that one. Yeah. That's good. So the way I price it, I don't know about the coffee mug. The way, if you look at the pricing of all the t-shirts and all that stuff and the hoodies and whatever, that's priced to make me $10 of profit. So it's like a weird, very uneven pricing thing, but I basically price it so that I make $10 profit. So I'm just being frank with you guys. You buy a book from me, I make $4 profit. You buy a t-shirt, I make $10 profit. My course is free. There's not much profit going on. So, but I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Other than this case, this is not I didn't make this one, but usually I make my own t-shirts. I print them for myself. I wear them myself. I love my t-shirts. And my hoodies. Actually, I got my hoodie here. Cash flow. There we go. Cash flow. An important thing. Okay, let's talk about this, guys. Let's talk about $100, okay? More views, shorter videos. Yeah, so actually it's funny because I started posting shorts, which are 60-second or less. I actually have multiple comments. Most of them are positive, but I've had a few people actually say, I am going to unsubscribe from you if I see another short video like this. Literally. Which just don't click. My thought is just don't click on the video, but actually there are a few people who are like really upset about it, which is just strange. Anyway, okay. Okay, guys, let's do it. Let's talk about 100. Okay. If you have $100 or less, you need to make money. Number one thing you got to do, where do I want to be? And before I get into my rant, let me refuel, okay? Where do I be? I want to take that $100, I want to make it $1,000, okay? Let's say that's your goal. Because you might say, I got $100, I want to make it 200. That might be a different story than if you wanted to make it 10,000 or what have you. But let's just think about 1,000. How are we going to get there? Okay. What skills do I have? What skills do I have? Can I cut grass? Can I bake? Can I, what else we got? Like, let's say my day job is, I'm a computer guy. Okay. Can I fix computers? Okay. I'm going to write all this stuff down. What am I pretty good at? What am I really good at? I'm going to write everything down. Okay, write it all down. Great. Now I'm going to figure out what I can do the fastest right now today. Okay, well, I have a lawnmower, so I can cut grass. Perfect. Okay, I got a lawnmower. Maybe I don't have a lawnmower. What can I do? Can I borrow a lawnmower? I could. When you're in this zone of $100 or less to 1,000, don't think about it as, I need to figure out how I'm going to do something 10 years from now. I got to worry about my taxes next year. No. This is a quick turnaround. This is survival. This is getting $100 and receiving $1,000 in the end. How am I going to do it? I'm going to clean windows. I'm going to cut grass. I'm going to fix computers. I'm going to do landscaping. I'm going to do something now today to make the money tomorrow. You could do that. You can buy a used lawnmower if you can. You could borrow it from somebody. You can make this happen, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do knocking on the neighbor's doors. Hello, hi there. I'm cutting your neighbor's grass. I saw yours here. I would love to cut your grass. I'll give you the best price, better than anybody's price. Let me know what it is. I can do that for you today, right now, today. If you don't want it today, I'll come back tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. Let me know. I'm in your neighborhood. I'm doing your neighbor's grass. I'm already here. This is a win-win for both of us, okay? Whatever it might be. Or you talk to your people that you know are too busy. There are neighbors that are too busy, you know that, or the lawn is too large, they leave it and it overgrows. Hey, I noticed your lawn was a little bit overgrown. Let me cut it for you. I'll give you the best price. I'm better than whatever, whoever you're paying that guy. I noticed he comes every 2 weeks. You need to cut your grass every week. Let me get on that. Okay. Maybe it's fixing computers. People are always having problems with computers. You could help them. Maybe they're a lawyer. Maybe they are a chiropractor. Whatever it is, they are a professional. These professionals do not know how to do social media. People in the social media world are basically able to capture new leads, and that is worth a lot of money. By the way, none of these things I've said here cost much money at all to do, but it requires sweat equity at this point. Sweat equity. What does that mean? That means you got to go knocking. That means you got to call. That means you got to write up some emails. That means you got to talk to your friend and say, listen, buddy, you got to do me a favor. You got to talk to everybody you know right now. Please make a few phone calls. Ask them for this and this if they need that and that. Give them my number. I'll finish off the sale. I'll try it out. This is what you need to do, because all you're focusing on is 100 to 1,000. Do not think about 10,000 or 100,000 or a million or suddenly you're retired at 45 on the beach. Don't do that. Have your short-term goals laid out and understand exactly what you want to accomplish. That's how you're going to get there. That's how you're going to make it happen. You got a limited budget at 0 to 100, and you can absolutely do this. You could turn that around into $1,000. In fact, in about 2 days, if you do it right. So if you're doing window washing, you go knocking on doors usually in the nicer neighborhoods. Don't do it in the cheaper neighborhoods. Go to the nicer neighborhoods and you knock. You wear your collared shirt. You look presentable. Okay, not like this. You look presentable. You approach politely. Okay, you have maybe a business card if you can, some pamphlet. Give them a piece of paper. Don't leave without giving them something. Okay, you got to give them something. And most people are going to say no, but you just keep knocking. Okay, so you go around, and you get as many sales as you can that day, and you come back the next day. You come back the next day and you just do house after house. And even if you got 2, 3, 4, 5 houses and you knocked on 100, which is absolutely possible, well, then each house is going to pay you whatever that might be, depending on how many windows there are, depending how high they are. You can get an extension for those. You don't even need to have a big ladder or anything else. You could do that. You can make that happen. You give them a nice price, knowing that maybe, hey, I've only done this once or twice before, so I'm not that skilled. So you give them a reasonable price, and if they have a problem, you fix it, and that's it. So you could be making that $1,000 literally in the week. Don't think about any more than that. You're trying to go from the 100 to 1,000. 1,000 different story. We're talking about something else. Now, notice I didn't say go buy Dogecoin, go buy gold and silver. No, because once you get that to happen, now you're going to realize I can take another $100 or $10 or whatever that costs you, and I can do this again. Now we're talking. Now, for every 100 I'm investing, I'm pulling out 1,000. I'm going to take $100 of that, and I'm going to invest it in silver. I'm going to invest it in this or that. Do you see the difference? Now, is this hard work? Yep, absolutely. Are you going to be very tired, especially if you already have a day job and you got to come home and you got to do something else at night? Yep. Is it worth it? Yes, it is. Somebody on Instagram saying detailing cars. Yes, absolutely. People pay that. People will pay that money. Detailing cars, you come to them. You do the service for them. Make that happen. For real, I know a guy, by the way, go online and make yourself a shirt, a t-shirt, a polo shirt, something, and put a little symbol on it. It's going to cost you $23. Consider that part of your $100 startup budget. But now you're a company. You got a little business card, which you can you can print them out on your computer if you really want to, or you can go get them made for $5 or $10. Okay, or little pieces of paper. Okay, you can get them Xeroxed, and you do that. You're a professional now. All of a sudden, people will look at you in a different way. For real, I know a guy that sold homemade bagels and cream cheese to the nearby offices, sold out every single day. Awesome. That is awesome. Great stuff. You see that? You see that? People do that. Make it happen. This is amazing. Thank you for the support. Appreciate that. So that's basically my rant on the $100. I'm gonna have a proper video done, but essentially that's the, you know, what I would say is you got to use your sweat equity. When you have nothing or just a very small amount, it's sweat equity. And don't be afraid. At one point, I was working three different jobs and businesses. Three of them. I was working from the morning until the night. And it was tiring. I was exhausted, but I had a goal in mind. I wanted to achieve certain things, and I got there with that three. You know what I mean? And it just make it happen. Thank you for the support. Here is part of my $100 budget. You could put it towards your 3D rendering project. My skill set is music, so I can't be of much help. Anyhow, thank you for my friend. I appreciate it. Oh, awesome. Kurt, thank you very much. Thank you. I really appreciate that support, honestly. To everybody who supports me in any way. Thank you. Thank you. Instagram saying pressure washing. Yes. Yes. All of these things, like you got to realize today, people, they feel so wealthy today, right now. Their home has gone up. Their portfolio has gone up, 401k and so on. They have cleaning ladies. Okay. Everybody's got a cleaning lady. They've got somebody washing their car for them, detailing their car for them. They got somebody coming to cut the grass. Maybe it's a neighbor's kid or something, but still they're paying for that service. Prepared meals. How many people get delivered food to their door? Prepared meals. Very common. Like, what do they call it? They're already in the containers and everything. What's that called? Meal prep. Meal prep. They deliver right to your door. This is so common. And these are all things that you could be doing. But yeah, you're going to have to start knocking. You're going to have to make yourself look a little bit professional. Make it look like you're doing this for a long period of time. It's simple skills. You don't have to be, heart surgeon or something. No, you don't. Not what I'm talking about. Awesome. Thank you, William. Appreciate that. Appreciate the support. Thank you. Missed the beginning. You want to do 3D designs, the Money GPS? If so, I can point you to the tools that I use. So what I want to do is, if you look at a guy named CoffeeZilla, who I tried to contact on Twitter, he didn't reply. But basically, he got kind of like his theme is like the internet detective. And so in the background, he's got like all these screens and the paperwork and everything because he's a detective. Well, that's the way I think of it is that's what I'm doing too. I'm digging through all this information, right? So it'd be cool to have like screens in the background here, and sort of an investigator type of theme happening. Maybe I even wear like the investigator hat, the fedora, whatever, and just create like a theme. And the reason I want to do this is because, and by the way, it's like a 3D video looping in the back. And custom with like names of like the Federal Reserve chairs and things that we cover on the channel. And the reason I want this is because I want people, their first impression of the Money GPS to be more than just a guy looking at charts and articles. If you've been here for 2 years, 5 years, and whatever, you know the drill. You know what's going on. You know you're getting the best information possible. But to the new person, they're saying, "Wow, let me get into this." And so that's kind of what I want to create. I invented the hip hop baseball cap with the rim on the back. I'm gonna make millions. All right, cool. Okay, so now I gotta go back because I'm sure I missed a lot of your comments. Let me try. Okay, let me see what we got here. Quickly, let's go through this. Okay, so this. The truth here first, yes. I try to. I try to get the truth to you first. Okay. Air Jordan reseller. Yeah, people are flipping shoes, which is definitely, if you know what you're doing with anything, even those like cards, like Pokemon cards or whatever, if you know what you're doing and you sell fast, don't hold inventory because you never know when the bubble pops, right? But if you can move it fast, good stuff. Amazon GPS. Yeah, that's one of the things I'm going to talk about once you have that 1,000 to 10,000. I got to sit down and think about it specifically, but the AmazonGPS.com free course, nothing like it on the internet for free. There are probably much better courses that are available. But if you go through my course as the Amazon GPS, and then in there, I'm recommending a software that I personally use called Helium 10. I did an interview with the guys from Helium 10, and that Helium 10, if you use that software, which in my opinion is indispensable, there's more than one software, but anyway, that software includes a course for free, and that course is fantastic. It's a fantastic course. I did the whole course, and I thought it was fantastic. Anyway, so technically you get my course, which is a great introductory course and gives you everything you need, really, but then you can learn from even somebody else, ultimately for free. So you would save money and so on. So what happens to the agricultural markets in the next 2 years? I mean, it looks like they're still going to have problems for the foreseeable future, which means that the prices can continue to go higher. What happens with the like copper and things? I think that like something like that could go down, but I don't see agricultural markets going down soon. I think that will probably be like afterwards. So if we start to see industrial commodities come down, then maybe we may see a slowdown in the agricultural commodities as well. This is why I like the GPS. No sensationalism like so many others who I won't name. Appreciate that. 60 seconds is too short. Yeah, so it depends on the type of content, right? So there's something called YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts is not like the way it's supposed to happen for YouTube Shorts is that these things show up to people who watch YouTube Shorts. It's not supposed to show up to your entire list. And so if they have watched a short before, chances are it'll come up to them, or if they're on a mobile device, it would come up to them more often than not. And it is not your daily type of video. Like for example, I've scheduled one for 10:15, 10:30, something like that, tonight. So you could see one. You could see if you're interested. It's basically one primary fact told to you in 60 seconds or less. And I think it's really beneficial. And also what I love about it is the shareability, because I don't talk about the in-depth factors like the Federal Reserve and what they're doing and so on. I get into like the basic things. So that means you could be sending your friend, family, coworker a 30 to 60 second video that may be of interest to them. All right, and then they get it. They get that. Oh, what's this all about? What's the money GPS? And they start going from there. Trying to create shareable content in order to, as like an emergency measure to have the channel survive. I like the shorts. Drugging the GPS haters to Xanax to chill them on. Yeah, there's some interesting characters. All right. I just like hearing the truth. Yes. $100 easy. A $5 used copy of $1 Million Habits by Robert Ringer and a copy of Millionaire Mind by Stanley. Yeah, I like formats, but I prefer the longer videos. Yes, I prefer the longer ones too. You could start a laundry business doing people's wash for about that $100 or less. Awesome. You could pull weeds. You don't need equipment for that. There you go. Buy Bitcoin, sure. You could buy Bitcoin. But what I'm trying to do is take $100 and make it 1,000. So are we gonna go in the next week For Bitcoin, like if you think about it, if you think about that, I can go realistically, I can go from 100 to $1,000 in a week if I push hard in a business using sweat equity. I can do that. Is it sustainable every single day, 365 days a year? No, but that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to take $100, make it $1,000. That's what I'm trying to do. And I can do that using sweat equity. I can make that happen for myself. I started on eBay, but the person wanted my phone number, so tough was a scam. I thought it was a scam because when I go to eBay, yeah, eBay can be a little bit sketchy sometimes. I've heard that. 7 shares of Amazon. Fiasco by partner. Never read that. Never read that one. I just read Infectious Greed. Your shorts, people liking the shorts in here. Okay, good stuff. In-house chef, private cook, future of e-commerce during the crash. I think that it's still going to do better than in-store for e-commerce. Absolutely. Somebody sending me an email about the 3D. Thank you for that. So much going on here. Thank you, Charles. 7 shares of Amazon Club. Do you use usdebtclock.org? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Occasionally, I'll check on it every so often, see what the national debt is like. It's fun. The views are low because of YouTube algorithms. Go to Rumble and Odyssey with your vids, you get blackballed. Yeah, part of that is certainly a problem. I am on Odyssey already. All my videos go there. I am not on Rumble, or let me check that before I say that. I synchronized my account. It doesn't even work. They say, it's called what is the word? Auto syndication. Auto syndication, I have it on, and it doesn't work. Yeah, I mean, you can't see my screen right now, but basically it says error, auto syndication off. Please try again to link your account. So it's just not working. Just Rumble. I don't know what's going on with Rumble. But I would love my videos to be on every website I can. They're on easily 8 different places. But Nathan, no, definitely not. See, this is what I mean. I am not trying to take $100 and make it $150, make it $200, make it $250 over the next 3 months. I am trying to take $100 and I'm trying to make $1,000 with it. That's a big jump. Can it happen? Could you put your money into a crypto and it's worth 10 times? Absolutely. Absolutely, you can do that. But are you going to be able to do that in a 7-day period? Doesn't happen very often. Doesn't happen very often. You can go in and buy Shiba Inu, whatever I don't even know the names of all these things, but you can buy that. You can get into GME and AMC and all these different stocks, and let's hope that there's a squeeze and let's pop this higher. Or I can just work really hard and get that $1,000 in 7 days. Which one do you prefer? I think most people don't want to do that, but that's the tough love that I'm here to give. Get that money. Get that money. Invest your money. Be wise with your money. Do the right thing. Then you go from that $1,000 and we take it up a notch. We can take it up a notch. I'm going to create a series of videos. Stay tuned for them. I think I might have to now, where I'll post it maybe tomorrow or this week anyway. Usually when I do videos that are not sort of different, if you will, the views are just terrible. But hey, the views have been terrible anyway, so might as well just roll with it. $100. Go find someone to convince them to match your $100, then you have $200. Continue and watch and repeat until you get 1 million. Isn't that a Ponzi scheme? Yeah, AMC. Borrow someone's lawnmower and agree to cut theirs for free and maintain it in the mower. Yeah, do whatever you can. Do whatever you can. I think that's what it comes down to. Make it happen, really. girl taking photos inside a restaurant and then printing the photos and making money that way. Awesome. You see that? That's like entrepreneur stuff. Like nobody tells her to do that. Nobody gave her the instruction and said, you know what you should do? Do this, 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 and this. And that's why I'm done. Like I'm telling everybody right now in the house, right now, you're getting some inside scoop. The Money GPS, I'm going to create a course that effectively explains what people should go in on if they have $0 or maybe they have some startup capital, taking them through each step of the way on the course. And it's going to be myself and a friend of mine. He's also a consultant to me. And essentially to build up a business from scratch and to make this a successful one, to build it, to make it happen, what you need to do with social media, who you got to contact, the phone calls you got to make, like all of these things, all available to people, because I'm sick and tired of people not having the know-how. Why? Because most people, they don't know. And even if they have their own business, usually it's the kind of person, well, you know, I'm a plumber. I started working as a plumber and then I hired another guy, and that's like, and maybe we hired a bunch of people, but they don't have really like a formula. They don't have the full understanding. They just know what they did. They were successful, and that's awesome. That's great. But we need to be able to create strategies and formulas so that the process can be repeated to many people. And then they need a way for, like, let's call it mentorship, where somebody's there to ask a few questions here and there. What's the name of that software again? What should I do if this happens? You want a little bit of that to happen as well. Obviously, most people, they need a little bit of direction, right? And that would help. That would be awesome. So that's what this is going to be about. And I'm so excited about that. I don't think many people will be interested in it, but for those who are, I think it's going to be very valuable to them. So I hope that you guys will be the ones, right? Awesome. Thank you, Cross Stuff. I don't know if I showed that one yet. I'm so far behind in here, but thank you very much. Right. I love the truth. Thank you. Yeah, maybe I did show that one. I'm really behind on the chat. Wow. Okay. All right. Audio and video issues. Let me know if anyone else has the same problems. People are seeing problems right now. Could be the service. Okay. Oh my goodness. I lost the chat. All right. Thank you for the support. Thank you for that. Much appreciated. Really, really. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, John, as well. Can we do business with the needle crafted? With the needle crafted, is the world forever divided? So, absolutely. There's always a need for some type of business, and you can make that happen. But you got to look at your own, like what you're dealing with. What are you dealing with today? What are your personal circumstances? What is your financial circumstances? What are your goals? Are you trying to do business on the side? Are you trying to replace your 9-to-5? I think that people should just address what they have right now, deal with today, right now, make that happen. But always have in the back of your mind sort of, you know, what you want to do and where you want to be. Maybe the city that you're in is divided, and maybe that city is not the best place for you. You don't have to move today, but have that in the back of your mind. Start thinking about it. And maybe you want to move to a place that you think is doesn't take away your freedoms, and maybe that place is a little bit more friendly with regulations and so on. And so you can build towards that. And I think that's important. I think that's important that people do that. It's certainly not an easy task to pick up and go, but if that's what it takes, absolutely. Will the demand for used cars spike when people become wiser with their money? And if so, is car flipping business a good move in the next 1 to 5 years? I think it could be a very good business. There's a lot of people who they know about cars, They can go to auctions. They can look at that car. You obviously at an auction, you can't drive that car around. From my understanding, you can't go have your mechanic, pull it into the mechanic shop and take a look at it. But there are people who do that and make money from it. So but I would say you got to know what you're doing. Got to know what you're doing. I thought about polishing headlights for $20 in New York City. Hey, if you can make that happen, do it. Do it. Fitness trainer, absolutely. And even today online, people are doing online fitness courses. But the problem is just finding people for that first little bit. A lot of times you've got neighbors, maybe they've added on some pounds. They need, shut it down. Hey, you know how to help them out? Let's do it. Get them motivated. People today, you got to remember, tomorrow, different story. But today, people have extra cash. They've got disposable income. We know that. Their 401ks are looking good. The home equity line of credit is nice and buffed up. They've got money. Okay. What other companies will raise prices like Uber since they have gone public? Every company is going to be raising prices. There's going to be very few that won't be raising their prices. Thank you for support as always. Make a sign. Collect packing material from people in your area so they don't throw it out. Resell it. Yes, that is actually really good. Really good. I mean, even not just, packing material, like even the actual cardboard boxes. Because cardboard, believe it or not, cardboard has become so expensive that people are willing to pay good money for literally just a cardboard box, something that you would probably throw away before. And also, having said that, you can go to different stores. You go to I've done it before, go to the pharmacy, go to the mall nearby. Hey, do you have any boxes you're getting rid of? They've usually got some in the back. They're going to throw them in the recycling anyway. You can grab them off of them. People will buy that. People will buy that. They're moving. They got to buy boxes. You got boxes. Let's do it. Of course, packing material too. Stuff, they want to pack up their plates and things. That people are moving a lot through 2020 into now. People have been moving a lot. They want that. So absolutely, great stuff. Sign up to Odyssey and followed you. I can't find you on Rumble. Yeah, it doesn't. I'm on there, but I've never been able to post a video. It doesn't work. All right. I've lost the chat as always. Cardano possibly 10x in the next 30 days. Yeah, well, see, the thing is with cryptos, I'm not saying don't buy the crypto. I'm not saying that you can't make 10x in the next 30 days. But if you were to 10x your Cardano in 30 days or 10 days, are you going to then sell it? Like, do you see what I'm saying here? I'm talking about sweat equity. You get the cash in hand. Now, what are you going to do with the cash? Do you want to then multiply it again? Because is Cardano going to go from where it is today? It's going to 10x in 30 days, and then it's going to 10x again? Maybe over a period of time, but nothing goes up parabolically forever. There's always corrections and so on. If you want to put your money to the stock market, look, let's be honest. It goes up. It's always going up. They're devaluing the currency. But we're talking about short periods of time to accumulate capital that maybe you start with nothing or very small amount. That's the difference. That's where a lot of people are at today. Maybe they have some money, maybe, or maybe they have a little bit of money, but they need to make money now today, and their 9-to-5 job maybe does cut it. But you can be creative and bring in some cash, and then you invest it. Then you buy some Cardano. You made $1,000. Maybe your startup costs were $50, and then you did this business. Now you got $1,000. I'm gonna take that $1,000 and I take $100 and invest it in Cardano, and then I'll let that ride. But that $900, I'm going to use that to then go up to the next level and try to make that into $9,000. And there's different strategies for that. Definitely different strategies. And the one, I'll just tell you right now, the one strategy is taking products and flipping them. Okay. Go onto Kijiji, go onto Craigslist, go onto the classifieds, go onto Facebook Marketplace and flip products. I'm telling you, you can make so much money. You have no idea. A lot of driving, a lot of walking, a lot of, talking back and forth. Yeah. But you can make money. You can make consistent money. That's the crazy part. Just looking on those different places and reselling those products. I know a guy who actually for anyone who's was in the house maybe 10-20 minutes ago, a friend of mine who I'm working on this course with, who for his backyard, he got these patio stones, beautiful big patio stones for the backyard that he got for free from Kijiji, which, Craigslist, same thing. That the only stipulation was you've got to come to my house and you got to pick them up and you got to get rid of all of them. You can't just take what you need. So he made a few trips, picked up what he needed, put them in the back of his truck, brought them home, set them up, saved himself something like $1,000 or $1,500. So imagine he resold that. He could have done that. He could have absolutely have done that. Maybe not $1,000 or $1,500 because that would be brand new, but could he have made $500? Yeah, one day of work. One day of work, $500. Not many people are making $500 in a day. And what are they doing? They're just doing sweat equity, making it happen. Awesome, Mr. K-Man. Hope you're still in here. I'm way behind on the chat. Thank you for coming on in today. Mr. K-Man, we got Mr. K-Man over 1,000 subscribers. I hope I was part of that surge. If anybody now subscribes to Mr. K-Man because they came on to the channel, put it in the comment section. I want to know. Awesome. Grand Cayman in the house. Love that. Buy Bitcoin. All right. No, I don't have any videos on Rumble. I want to get on there. Money GPS rules. Awesome. Thank you. All right. No, see, this is, I don't know how far behind I am in the chat at this point, but to 10x your money, we're not talking about, just to clarify, I'm not talking about putting it in a stock or putting it into crypto or something to 10x my money. I'm talking about using sweat equity to multiply a small investment. For example, I'm doing a lawnmower, I'm cutting the grass for people, maybe the gasoline that I need to use for that lawnmower. Okay, that's what I'm talking about here. So it's all my effort. I got to put in that effort, but that means I'm able to, get that cash. I'm not going to be able to cut grass and go from $100,000 investment to $1 million or something like this. No, this is like 0 to 1,000 kind of thing, that kind of range. All right. The launch pad, yes, the Money GPS launch pad. That's what I think I'm going to call it. And so I hope you guys will be interested in that. Invest in books. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Get used books too, everybody. Used books are fantastic. I assure you it's the same information as a new one, but usually they're just in if you go to Amazon and you look for used books, like condition, very good, they're perfect. They're perfect. There's nothing wrong with them at all. I've bought so many used books. $4 a book. I mean, how can you argue that? Breed rabbits, yeah. All kinds of different things, right? Like that, like any type of animals. If you've got the market, like look on your Facebook marketplace, look at Kijiji, look at Craigslist, and do you see other people doing that? Contact them, ask them, get some details out of them. Hate the YouTube shorts, yeah. See, there you go. People hate them. Good stuff. Craigslist in my area, you can usually pick up does for 15 bucks. $10 to breed for meat. Interesting. There's so many things available, but people just, nobody gets them, like nobody's telling you these things, right? That's the thing. So right here on Instagram, I resell shoes on Amazon, but recently Vans need to be an authorized seller. Yes. Right. Yeah, that could be a problem. Sell books on Amazon. It's a great side gig. Yeah. Kids tutor. See, there's so many ideas. Everybody's talking about all these ideas. They're awesome. If you're an incredible actor, you could trick people into voting for you. Yeah. Trying to do custom pick guards as a side hustle, but those printers are $20,000. Wow. Yeah, that would be cool though. Sold my motorcycle. I like the lives. Thank you for entertaining my late evening. Thank you. Thank you for coming on in. Okay, I'm trying to get through these quick, everybody. I bought a Ford Explorer for $400 at an auction, drove it for 2 seasons and sold it for $500. Nice. Good stuff. All right. See what we got. Mushrooms, yes. People are growing mushrooms, and like I don't know all the details about growing mushrooms, but the fact that you don't need like all the lights and everything, I mean, it's a whole different world than growing like microgreens, of course. But people do very well with it. You could sell plants and seeds on Etsy. Yes, yes, yes. Collecting cans, card paper, $100 worth of books on financial literacy. See, that's good for the long term, and I think people should be doing that for sure. But my suggestion here is to take the 100 to specifically with the goal to get to that 1,000. The New York governor spot is open, apparently. I saw a guy in Japan who rented himself out to accompany people to dinner, funeral stuff they didn't have to go to alone. Wow. Interesting. Interesting. Hey, if it works. Like an escort, I guess. All right. Rent your lawn for a garden for peeps in apartments. Yes, absolutely. 100%. Rent out, yeah, if you've got that space and you're not using it, especially if you have a bigger backyard, or you've got I know I've seen the YouTube channels before where the person bought the plot of land down the street, maybe like a 5-minute drive or something, empty land, and they just grow food on that. So we're talking about like a suburban type of area. They're growing food there, and they make like it's a real business. It's a real business that they do. I can't remember the name of the channel anymore. Right. People talking about Cardano in here. Bought 88 at 11 cents. Have made tons. Yes, took profits. Good. Good stuff. Collect old discarded microwave oven fridges, clean and inspect. Some need minor repairs, sell and make cash. Yes, great stuff right there. Kijiji, Kijiji, but it's basically Craigslist. It's kind of the same thing. It's like Facebook Marketplace and so on. Unilock patio stones for $100. Awesome. You see that? So many creative people. So many creative people. Yeah, sub to the Mr. K-Man because of the GPS. Awesome. Mr. K-Man, if you're still here, I'm glad I was able to help out. Beautiful waves. I just watched the one Mr. K-Man posted yesterday. I think yesterday's video I watched today. I think it was yesterday's video. The beautiful 7 Mile Beach. I came here for the truth. Thank you. Detailing cars. Agree with that. I have a side hustle, but I'm waiting. I'm not saying what it is. All right. think I lost the chat again. What else is new? Business license. So if you're don't think of any obstruction to what you need to do. Start today, get your business license. Later, figure it out as you go. Figure that out as you go. Don't worry about, oh, but what about taxes? What about insurance? Can you make this happen today? Can you do that? Okay, great. Now go ahead. All right. $100, go buy a rooster and a bunch of hens and start selling fresh eggs. Awesome. You could do that. You could definitely do that. See more people saying that. So I don't think this is my opinion. I think when you have $100, like what's the maximum you're going to be able to make? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. In the next 7 days, 30 days, what are you going to make from $100? Like what? $200? Really? Let's be honest. Let's be realistic. 300? Like how many different things multiply by 2x or 3x in a 7-day or a 30-day period? It doesn't happen that often. So my whole point is to utilize the skills that you have or the equipment that you have or just the general, desire that you have to make that into something today. That's going to require that you work hard, that you work on the side, that you work on Saturday and Sunday, you work at nighttime. I've done this before many, many times. I work right now even, I work every minute I possibly can. Government's trying to ban livestock farming. Yeah, depends on where you are. That's a great idea, David. I would have a line at my door every morning if I did that. I'm not sure which one you're talking about exactly, but yeah, whatever it is, whichever, like some of these things, some people would like, some people will dislike, some people would say that's too much effort. Other people would say that's right on my alley, and you just make it happen. And it depends on what area you're into, right? Some people may not want certain things. It may not be the right thing. So how do you do that? Well, if your intention is to sell something on Facebook Marketplace, go to Facebook Marketplace, look in there. Are there other people selling? What are they selling it for? So you start to do your market research, right? And these type of services post anywhere. A lot of these places are free, but ultimately, if you're cleaning windows, if you're detailing cars, start with your neighbors. Start with the neighbors down the street, or maybe you live in one area, but maybe it's the suburb right next to yours. Generally, the lots are a little bit bigger. There's more nicer cars in the driveway and so on. And so you don't have to go very far, but you start door knocking. Like I said, have a shirt with your logo on it. You just get a simple logo, canva.com. You can make it for free. So simple, drag and drop what you need, canva.com. Okay, you make yourself a nice little logo, put it on the shirt for 20, 30 bucks. You can get that printed. You get a business card or like a leaflet, simple piece of paper, and what you're willing to offer them. Make whatever you get, whenever you give somebody something, you give them in the shortest period of time possible. People will throw it away. Tell them why they need to do business with you and not with the other guy. You have to convince them in the shortest period of time possible. If you could do that in 5 words, that's it. Say, cheaper than the rest or better than the rest, whatever you want to do. As part of the course, I'll be outlining it more in detail. So the launch $100. That's good. I don't know. We're gonna see how detailed it gets, depending on the level of effort, right? I can't always support with Super Chat, but I've started watching at least 30 seconds of the ads and clicking on the link for extra revenue. Yes, thank you. If anybody wants to support a creator, those ads are the way you do that without dishing out any cash. I really appreciate that. Honestly, I do. I honestly do. A lot. I've heard from so many people say, I let the video play because I know that supports you, and that's awesome. Thank you. Unfortunately, it's weird. Like sometimes it's like a 45-minute ad. Like it's ridiculous. It should be limited to 2 minutes at most. But anyway, that's a whole different story. You can collect cans in PA. I think they don't accept them for money over there. VCRs from thrift stores, the money is insane. Really? So far, I've learned putting my money anywhere other than the banks. Yeah, basically. Babysitting works for me. Stay at home mom. Good stuff. Good stuff. Doorman jobs in New York City, the ultimate life hack. Really? Crazy Christmas bonus. Interesting. Breed dogs here in Quebec. Lockdown, only ones that could walk out past were those who had dogs. Big demand. Interesting. Interesting. I would pay someone to help me make a solid resume if all I had was $100. Yeah, like a job. Well, look, you don't. This is the thing. When you're 100, it's not like you're destitute, you're homeless, you have $100, which it could be the case. But I'm talking about maybe all of your money is tied up, all of your money's in your 401k, or you've got a plan already set in place. All your money goes to your 401k or something, and you want to be able to just say, okay, I want to make $1,000. All I have is $50, $100 today. What can I do? And all those things we discussed earlier is the things that you can do and you can make happen. Anybody can make it happen. You got to use the skills that you have or the equipment, if it's a lawnmower, if it's a weed whacker, if it's a leaf blower, whatever it is. Look, people, this is what we got to understand, especially in the nicer areas, suburbs, city, whatever, there are people that are already paying for a service and they pay a lot of money for a service. You know how much it costs for somebody to come every time to cut your grass, to trim the hedges and everything? They're paying so much money. It's unbelievable. For the season, they're paying, maybe $400. I mean, that's a lot of money to come once a week and do a little bit of work. That could be you. You could offer cheaper rate, and people will take that. People will take that. There's no question about it, because the people don't really care about, if it's Jack's landscaping or John's landscaping. They really don't care. If they have a problem with you, then it's going to be a different story. Do it once for them. Say no contract, no commitment. I'll do it this time, whatever it is, whatever that happens to be. I'll do it this time. Next time we could sign a contract. But this time, no contract. I'll just do it for you for the super cheap price. I know you're going to be satisfied. I know that. And so I'll come tomorrow. How's this? I'll come tomorrow. I'll cut the grass. You're going to love it. You're going to see it's a great job. It's better than the other guy. I'm going to arrive here. What time do you want me to be here? Do you want me to be here at 10 a.m.? 10 a.m. I'll be here at 10 a.m. And then you show up at 9:45. You're ready. You're in the car. You're waiting. He sees that you're there. You text them, hey, I'm here. Whenever you need me, I'm available. He said, okay, go ahead. Do your thing. You're there. You're on time. Looking professional. Everything is good. They're going to love you. They're going to call you back. They're going to tell the other neighbor on the other side. Now you're cutting 2 grass. Now you're cutting 3 grass. And this is going to get you to where you want. Now, is that what you want to be? You want to be a landscaper? No. But you're going to be making that cash. Understand? And then you invest with that cash. Because let's be honest, people's salary, they keep up. We need to multiply the amount of money that we're making and invest properly. The whole investment strategy, different thing. But if we want to just make the maximum amount of cash, we need to pay our bills. We can make this happen for us today. This is the rant GPS. Hope you guys appreciate it. An hour and 9 minutes in. Can you believe it? Time flies when you're having fun. Hit that like button. Don't forget to join me on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. I'm spending so much time creating all these different posts every day, spending a lot of time. Gary, thank you if you're still here. Yeah, I agree with that. Credit rebuilding company, so easy to fix credit. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Arepas, yeah, food, right? All right. Bags of rice, beans, shrooms, soil. Yeah, I mean, things like, think about how many ideas, just think about how many ideas were in this chat so far. Maybe 9 out of 10 things you didn't like, but 1 out of 10, you like it. All right. Microgreens turned around in a week. Yes, Lawrence, completely agree with you. If you can get hooked up with a restaurant, and that's kind of a little risky right now, of course, but if you can get hooked up with a restaurant, oh man. And see, like, there's so many people that will go to Whole Foods, okay? They'll go to Whole Foods, microgreens, in these little tiny containers, and they pay like $4. What if you gave that person for $2? You showed them your facility, which is your basement. You show them how you grow yours. This is what I do. This is the whole process. Check out my YouTube video. You just put a private YouTube video. They can see your exact layout, exactly what you do. They know it's reputable, it's clean, it's good, and you're going to offer it them either twice as much for the same price or half the price for what they're paying. People are going to do it. Individuals all over your neighborhood are going to Whole Foods right now, and they're paying a ridiculous price for microgreens. You could be providing that to them. They'll be happy. They're like, oh, those ones weren't even organic. These ones are organic. I'm all for that. Oh, I want to support the local business instead of that big conglomerate. Yeah, I'm interested. But if you don't let people know, you're never going to be able to make that happen. Push more for $75 and mow lawns, $50 an hour. There you go. Good. All right. Earthworms. Yes. AMC calls, people are saying here. There will always be haters like the Xanax needers. GPS runs into Marianne Nelson, which makes anything you do a little less great. Can we all agree to not be that? I don't know who that is. Indoor jobs pay way better. Look, you got to do what you can today, right? Don't worry about like, what am I going to do next year? What am I going to do the year later? Like, we're talking about getting a small amount of money or no money and converting that into $1,000. How are we going to do that? These are the strategies. Everything we're talking about here, very small amounts of money, a lot of sweat equity, a lot of effort, but you'll get there. And you could do it like literally in 7 days. I mean, it's crazy. But people, they're saying, oh, I got nothing. What do I do? What do I do? Nobody's going to hand you like each step by step. I'm trying to do the best I can, of course, but nobody's going to walk you through all those steps. You got to make it happen. You could do it. You could definitely do it. Thank you for the support. Thank you for sending me your near worthless paper. I appreciate that. Thank you. Clone the GPS channel and get monetized. So I am monetized, but what's happening is the algorithm's a problem. I think a lot of people are they're just going off and they're just going to those channels that they talk about different tickers. I went on one I'll just say like it's another financial channel. Which a lot of people have moved from my channel to that channel, and I know that just from hearing from people. And the video was like easily 20 minutes long, and I learned almost nothing during. Like I really wanted to learn, like, why are people watching this channel, and why are the views on my channel going down? So I'm trying to really address that, and it's just like, I've been covering this for a long time. I've been explaining it. I've been talking about this issue, and specifically what they were talking about. Like, I had covered it just like let's say 2 or 3 days prior. So people were getting my information faster. They were getting it, in my opinion, with more clarity. I provide what my intention is on this channel. In addition to learning about the monetary system in general, the news fast, the most amount of information in the shortest period of time possible. Some people say that I talk too slow. I don't know why people say that. I think I talk, even if anything, I talk too fast. But Odyssey, people want the truth, they'll pay for it. Yeah, I'm on Odyssey. I'm there if anybody wants to check me out. Wear a suit and tie. Oh man, that would be painful. Do you think that would be better? I've had people actually tell me to wear a suit. They won't watch me unless I wear a suit or something. It's disrespectful. I don't know. I probably couldn't do that though. Buy hair clippers for $30, cut for $5 to $7. Yeah, especially like with all the lockdowns and everything, people started buying their own hair clippers. But hey, if you knew like you were doing it to yourself, maybe your kids and so on, like you had the skill, you can then go, like I cut my own. You can go to your neighbors and you can make cash. Don't let anything stop you. Love my fresh from garden food. We are expanding. Yes, 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 Marianne Nelson. Good stuff. I did it the hard, honest way, but I can sleep at night. Good, good, good. Start a YouTube channel. I don't recommend people, like, not that you shouldn't start a YouTube channel, but don't expect to start a YouTube channel and actually make any money from it. Do it because you love it. Start a YouTube channel that streams nothing but the treetops outside of your house 24/7. Maybe eventually you can get monetized. I don't know. Maybe that would work. Microgreens. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Fungi. Yes, yes, yes. Rabbit food. Got to be good money in that. Could be. You got to look at your area. Like what are people selling? Like look at Kijiji, Craigslist, the classified ads online, whatever like your website is in your area, Facebook Marketplace, and see what people are selling, what they are into, what's getting the most views. Usually these websites, they show you how many views that particular thing got, and then you can kind of address the demand in your area. I always make sure to watch your videos first, and then other channels seem boring if they report the same topic. Yes, awesome. Awesome. I watch your channel and a few others, but you definitely bring like all the data. That's what I'm trying to do. Like bring everything and make it really succinct. I think the one thing I notice about all these other channels is they do not reply to comments. I honestly believe, this is just my opinion, they don't care about the people at all. Like, why wouldn't you ever comment? Like, I don't know. It's been 10 years here, and I've been commenting as much as I possibly can. That, like, your subscribers are everything. Without the subscribers, you got nothing. But people don't care. I'll just say it. My opinion. My opinion. Okay, guys. Oh my God, it's an hour and 18. Okay, let's go for 10 minutes. If you don't mind, guys, hit that thumbs up button. 152 people in the house. Thank you for being here today. We are talking about how to go from zero or a little bit, maybe $100 of cash up to that $1,000 mark. What are you going to do? How are you going to make it happen? I talked extensively throughout this live session. If you want to get the live session after, because it goes unlisted after, go over to Twitter, go over to my Facebook, and you will get the whole deal. Stay tuned for a video that's coming within the next, either as early as tomorrow morning or maybe this week, that will be essentially talking about this, but structured, not just kind of, off the cuff, talking about this, what you can do, how you can make it happen, what you need to know. All right. I'm thinking about not doing the live streams, let's say Monday till Thursday, like no live stream in there, and putting a different type of video in that nighttime. So it would post at the night. You still get the other video coming in the morning. We'll see. We'll see. Thank you. Most people are part of the herd. They want to know everything is rosy and ignore all the warning signs. Yeah, unfortunately. I don't know if sometimes the creators themselves are aware and they're just not going to talk about it on their channels, or they're in that mode as well. Like, presentation helps. Yeah. Yep. That's why I'm trying to change that up. I'm going to change that up. I want to get that 3D render background action happening. Money GPS and Lynn Alden are the only two that are impossible to watch at faster speeds. Too much data. Too much data. Yeah, actually, I had somebody today saying you sound normal at 1.5x. Okay, it's not me then, because some people say you go too fast. So wearing a suit and tie is a psychological trick. If makes you look authoritative, and people are most likely to follow people who they believe are authoritative. Yeah, I agree. I just can't do that. It's like against who I am personally. Neil McCoy Ward wears a suit, but one time showed his sleeve tats and lost a ton of subs. Interesting. People are fools and they will miss out. Okay. Yeah, it's perception that people have, right? Same information, but different shirt, and they... We gave away bags of green tomatoes. It takes patience to turn green into the red, and the jalapenos were mild to hot, great salsa, fresh, awesome. Gave that away. Yeah, growing food. I mean, come on. That is an incredible thing. That's some serious high demand service right there. All right. Let's go a few more minutes. All right. I think I got a mosquito in here. Put faster music underlay in the short. Trick people into feeling the hype energy while hearing the sober truth. Yeah, right now there's no music. I could do that. I could definitely do that. Just takes it takes extra effort. So much. Like I'm posting like literally like 50 pieces of content are produced every single day from the Money GPS. It's crazy. Actually, the subscribers have gone down in the last 2 weeks. It's crazy. So they've actually gone down. Not that they haven't grown, they've gone down, which is just crazy to me, despite the fact that I've outputted so much information, and we're getting into such a crazy time too. Thanks for the info. Have a good night. Yeah, absolutely, Nicholas. Thank you. Thank you for hitting a like. Don't forget, everybody. -1 trillion. Yeah, Paul, maybe, hey, never mind. Maybe it'll hyperinflate. Who knows, right? Thank Brian. Stop obsessing over your view count. Yeah, I'm not obsessing over what you got to understand is this is a business too, right? It's a business that it's not the views. Like I care about I need to have the highest views. I'm trying to produce content that people want the most. That's what I'm trying to, like, hey, what do you guys want to see? And I hear like a lot of fragmentation. Oh, I want to see this, I want to see this. So I go through that, and I have to go based on statistics. So if I put out a video and I get 7,000 views like I did yesterday, I'm thinking, okay, they're not interested in this. So then I post a video about something else and I get 9,000 views. It's like, well, okay, they're not interested in that either. And then I post a video about Michael Burry deleting his Twitter account, and then I get 60,000 views. Oh, okay, so people like that. So I go the views and the thumbs up and the comments and stuff. That's how I address what people like. Maybe that's the wrong way to do it, but I can only go by what I have. I can't go intuitively, because if I were to do that, there'd be a lot of different content. Content would be a lot different. Is this a garden channel? I will. You're great the way you are because you're authentic. Thank you. Thank you. I try to be. Thank you. Offensive. No. So don't get me wrong in here. Everybody in here, and I've made this clear so many times before. I appreciate every single person that's in the house. Every single person. You spend a minute in here, you send me an email, you give me a thumbs up, you watch the ads, whatever it is. I appreciate every single person, and truly I think about that all the time. The only reason why I still have a channel and I'm still making videos is because of the positive comments that I've received on my videos. That's it. I would have been gone a long time ago. But seeing those things and seeing I appreciate what you do, and that comment, that type of thing, it keeps me going. It keeps me going because I get so many hate comments every day that it's like a act. Please understand me. Yeah, when I say nobody's watching, I didn't mean nobody's watching, because of course there's like 100 people. In this case here, it's 133 people. These are, you're important. You are important to me. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, because you're amazing. Yes. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. Your channel has been on point. If you wear a clown suit with technical music. Not trying to be annoying, you could do less enunciation for emphasis during your daily news vids. So I just talk the way, I've never been trained like how to talk or whatever. I talk the way I actually talk. And so people say like I move and I move my hands too much and it's unreal. If you saw me, in the real world, I move my hands 10 times as much and I move my body 10 times as much. So this is me actually like controlling myself. So electronic music, good stuff. Good night, David. Yes, we're all going to take off here a couple more minutes. If anybody has any other questions. Group hug. You're great. Thank you. I try to show up for every live stream. Thank you, John. Appreciate what you do. Thank you. Watch your show every night. Thank you. Appreciate your content. Your daily vids are not slow, but sometimes you do a lot of enunciation, emphasis on words. It does not flow as well. Great vids, though. Easier than going through so much news daily. Okay. Appreciate that. Appreciate your honesty. Haters taking time to bash must mean you're doing something right. Thank you. Yeah, I think so. Thank you for Money GPS. Watching from Japan. Awesome. Awesome. Money GPS is the OG YouTube fight. Yeah, I've been around a long time. 10 years. 10 years, believe it or not. You are appreciated by the right people. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, everybody in here. Pronunciation is good. See, some people like it. Italians speak with their hands. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah. I talk with the hands too. I cannot talk without movement. I agree. Your confidence. Thank you. Awesome, guys. I really appreciate this all. I want to say thank you. It's a great way to end it off. Love the show. Over and out. Take care. Thank you, guys. Your channel taught me more than my economics degree. You see that? So true. I would question my professors and they were either surprised or hated on me. I know the feeling. Your content's awesome. It's just people want to have smoke blow up their eye and be told everything is fine, and the algorithm doesn't want people to be aware of the truth. Yeah, unfortunately. My name is my site, Alfred. I learned a lot from you. Thank you. I know a YouTuber that sounds flat, hard to listen, even with good info. Emphasis and enunciation are important. Sun is setting in the ocean here on the West Coast. Awesome. Awesome. It would be nice if you could like put pictures up on the screen or something. When the asset derives value from the derivative, sudden debt deflation causes the 600 trillion casino to unfold. Too many bets on the wrong side of the bingo. Negative. Here we go. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, I'm growing food, vegetables, and even aquatic pets that are edible or could be sold on a pet market. What do you think? Absolutely. If that works, like research your market where you are locally. Do other people do that? Why not send them an email? Why not contact them? Find out the details. You know what I mean? Do your research on that. Okay, guys, I'm out of here. Did I get to this one? Yes, yes. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody, for being here today. Somebody's asking, do you have a lot of virtual assistants? No, but I would, if I could afford it, I would actually do. I would want more help and stuff. Anyway, but what can I do? That's all. Appreciate all for being here. Check out, right already it posted probably by now. I don't even know what time it is, 10:30. There's a YouTube short that some people don't like, but some people do. If you like them, check them out. That just posted. It's really short, obviously, less than 60 seconds. Just some good stuff if you want to see it. And then tomorrow morning, there's going to be a really good video as well. So definitely check that out. That's all for today. Take care, everyone. See you tomorrow.